Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to Dating My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior. I'm giving myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and savings challenges. And today we're about to get into my 2026 setup. I've been anxious, nervous, excited. I feel like I got a lot of moving parts and pieces, and I'm kind of gonna create things as we go. Some stuff is kind of pre-planned, but yeah, we're gonna just dive into it. What I'm showing you first is a couple things that I just felt like added to my color scheme. And this notepad I've been using for a while, and this was the inspiration for these. I was thinking animal print, but not too like leopardy, but you know, some spots or dots. So I had this first last year, and I've been using it to like write down notes for videos or notes related to finances. And then I found this at Target. I found this at Marshall's, and I really love this because I like the big chunky. I don't know if that's supposed to be leopard or what, but this color is like life to the binders and my color scheme for the year. So you will see these throughout the year when it's time to take money to the bank. And I was thinking about using this mostly to cash stuff, bring the money from the bank. So just wanted to share that with you guys. To keep it real smooth, just like how I do my cash stuffings, I like to start with my cash wallet. And we're going to start with that today as well. So I have three wallets that I'm going to interchange throughout the year. And to start, we're going to go with this wallet. This is in stone from THCO Designs. And I got these envelopes. And the two other wallets you'll see throughout the year I got from the Aesthetic Dollar. I'm loving the black on black rings and, you know, hardware. These envelopes are from a couple years ago. I just stuck in here. And I knew I wanted to get new ones because I added categories. And so I just put those in here to see how they look. And I got this dashboard from Luxe Designs. I got quite a few dashboards from Luxe Designs for this year. So that's one. The other wallet, so my colors is like brown, kind of tan or camel, grays, kind of nudes. And of course we have black. I had a gray wallet and I've been trying to replace it. I wanted the same one, but when I went to get the same one, it came from Target. They did not have it. I'm so in love with that wallet. The wallet didn't come with rings, but I didn't care. I was going to use like cash envelopes, basically like this, but less room for hole punching. These envelopes, I made 2 go in here. So I'm already set. I just haven't hole punched them. These are oversized. And this wallet is like perfect because I didn't have to cut it down. And that's why I didn't hole punch it, because I wasn't sure how tall they were going to be. And I kind of like everything flush with whatever's the highest thing in the wallet, not like to the edge where I can accidentally zip and ruin the envelope. I love like a gray wallet. To me is like black. Black is like third in line as far as neutrals. My first is browns, and then gray, then black. Just wanted to throw that out there. And then these envelopes I came up with, and I am going to add them to the shop. So by the time you see this video, they should be available. But I have groceries, car juice, home goods, dine out, kids cash, and miscellaneous. These are my top everyday spending envelopes. This is like my test run, my print, and all that, and seeing how they look, and if there was a love, and I absolutely do love them. I was thinking about adding my Dating My Budget, my brand. Maybe I'll do a print and see how I like it. But so I just like it, you know. Hopefully you remember who you got the envelopes from. Because it'll be on every envelope. It's like, yeah, that's not a part of the decor. But I get it. You're branding your product. But that's what we have there to start the year off. And I'll be transferring my cash from my old wallet into here. And so, yes, another dashboard from Luxe Designs. And I just felt like it fit here. I did change them out with the black, and it was like in here, it was singing, yes, leave me here. So we have groceries, car juice, home goods, dine out, kids cash, personal is new. I'm trying to make sure I have some cash on hand for myself if I, decided to shop or need anything. Miscellaneous. Beauty is the one that I added back into my wallet. And then couponing. So if anyone's new, I am a couponer. I cover household supplies with my couponing. So my home goods envelope is for usually I use it for plastic spoons and forks. And something minor that comes up, air filters around, throughout the year. And so I decided that, you know what? I'm setting myself on a weekly budget for couponing, which is something I already do, but I've been using my debit card. I still go over budget, but swiping my card, I'll keep doing deals, and it's like, girl, you're doing too much. So, but this is the look, and not really worried about decor. I just don't want to scratch this as much as possible. I did buy a second one. That's how much I love this look. And another reason I got other envelope or wallets is so I can cycle them out, so I don't, the wear and tear is minimal. I use it for a month or two, switch it out, and kind of rotate. So, and then, you guys, some of this stuff I've had for a while, and I'm just making sure I use it. I'm reusing envelopes. We know we see so much nice, beautiful things, and we want it all. But, yeah, they can get expensive, and I'm trying not to spend on any other budget stuff throughout the year. When I ask myself, how does it help? How does it hurt? I can answer that. It don't help because I already got stuff. It's new, something new popped up on the scene, but you don't have to have it. I'm already getting myself checked. And we're just going to roll over because when I do my first cash stuffing, I'll be set up in all these envelopes. I am not a fan of folding cash, but I've done it before. It's not that big a deal. And I don't fold the money to where it get creases. I think I'm going to speed through this, you guys. We'll put the new wallet off to the side. And before we move on, I just want to introduce a few things from a few different shops. I've shopped with Fancy Plans. And I think it's about 6. Keep Life Simple, The Hustle, and The Glow. Definitely going to use that. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to use it in my personal binder or my savings. Chase dreams, not people. Amen. Every day is an opportunity. Every day is a new opportunity. Yes. Rise and slay every day. Don't be busy, be productive. My life. So we got those. Planning with Kay. Now, I've been a fan of Planning with Kay for years. I've always watched her planning videos. I knew I was on my way to becoming a planner girl. So she does have a YouTube and Etsy. So got these planner magnets and her gratitude photo cards. They're actually photos. And gratitude, thrive, wellness, and resilience. And I'm like, yes. Before I even saw all the words that was in here, these are so me. And you'll see where I'm going to use those. We're going to go with news. Is one of the themes of my binder. And I was trying to get this open so when I want to use it, oh, here we go. It is available. One day or day one, you decide. It's yeah, it's all how you look at it. You never have to wait till January 1st to start anything. Your day one could be any day on the calendar. That's a reminder I had to tell myself because I was always that person that, okay, no, I'm going to start next year. I'm going to start you know, fresh so I can keep track easily. It's like, you know, you slow things down, hinder, sabotage, all that by trying to choose a certain date. If you got it in your mind, you understand it, you need to do it, you want to do it, your day one is today, not one day. One day in the future, because life happens and throw you off your ideas and your plans. So, Jasmine Wallets, we got quite a few things from Jasmine Wallets. These were 2 pens. I just like the chunkiness and then the colors. And I was hoping they would fit in here, but of course the plan loop is too thin. But it's like the perfect size for an A7 wallet. But nevertheless, I have been using this already. So I'm gonna keep it out of the pack and add it to my pen. And before we dive into the next binder, this placemat I got from Poi and Hun. I've been in love with Poi and Hun for like 1.5 years. And so I saw opportunity. She was having a sale. I got me 2 placemats and my new acrylic tray where I'm holding my budget pens and some highlighters I recently got from Michael's. But yeah, and basically you put a planner card or monthly card in here. It's a magnetic cover. So I got this. And it came with something else, something acrylic, but I'm not using it at the moment. But just sharing a couple things with you guys. And so we're going to go into the next binder. And just to keep the structure, how I cash stuff. After I go into my cash wallet, I go into my cash wallet buffer. It's the old cash wallet buffer. Just want to be able to transfer. And the new cash wallet buffer is here. So this binder came from Mininalistic budget. Yes. And this brown, this like tannish camel, like just in love. Like, this is like a brown I will go to for my purse. Like if there's 2 colors, black and brown, like this will pop in. I will want that purse over the black one or any other color brown. This is like my go-to. So this was perfect. And this is the old dashboard I had from last year. And these envelopes, they are out of order. And of course, I love the bows. You guys saw the ring. Savings with Grace. Yeah, I guess they consider dashboards from her as well. Okay, so this design, I really wanted something floral, but not too small, kind of big and dramatic, but nude. So I found this, and so I couldn't decide if I wanted this band or this like triple. Hopefully it's showing up on camera pretty good, but 3 layers of eating out, and the 2 in the back is, you know, faint. But I just loved it. I love them both, so I just made some with both designs. And so this is my cash wallet buffer. I was supposed to make this my cash wallet buffer binder or wallet, but when I came up with these, I was like, these go so good with this brown. I want to keep this really simple. Oh, and I just realized I left something. Not gonna fit. Ooh, wait. Yes, let's go with that. With this, no, let's do Thrive. Let's do Thrive. Yeah, for now, I think I'm gonna keep this way. I do have a couple other like planner cards coming. they weren't for this binder, but they can definitely go in here. I also shop with Sesame. This was a freebie from Point Han. This case and these cards are from Sesame. Some monthly cards, calendar on the back. So I'm just thinking, like, should I put one in here? No. Even if I have it out. And I got these page markers from her as well. So just want to see how this look. I kind of want to keep it like cream in here. And then I don't know if the binder is going to be too thick. Oh yeah, it's kind of thick. I'm gonna leave it for now. I have a second clip, so I can always use it. And I know I'm being here monthly. I'm trying to see where can I use these cards, because I'm trying to use everything I have. I want to use it. But yeah, that's what we have here. I do want to add a dashboard. And so the issue I've been having with dashboards. So one you saw in the thumbnail, this came from North Cove. I love this. However, I am kind of a stickler because different shops, they have different sizes. Like Planning with Kay, I purchased a dashboard, and you'll see later. And it was for my self-care binder, but it's cut so much thinner that, like, I don't know, even this, I feel like I could get away with, but like I kind of want everything to be flush with whatever the cover, like from the beginning to the end. I don't want different levels of edges. And I'm being picky, but that's something that I notice. And, you know, that's why certain things just, I haven't, I was struggling to put things together. Like, it's okay, but then you put it back and you see the design from back here. I love everything that I got, no matter how big or small. So in some binders, when it was like that, I just made the envelope. Since I made it most of my envelopes, I just cut them down to match. But that's what we have for our rollover. And you guys, I keep forgetting, I'm so sorry, that I'm supposed to be adding the cash. And I'm like, at this point, do I just add the cash off camera? But immediately after this video, I need to record my cash stuffing for the new year. Oh, these are out of order. So I keep my envelopes in order of my everyday wallet. So when I'm transferring, it's, you know, it's a smooth transition. Okay, so we got our cash in. Before we move on, I forgot to share this, guys, and add this into here. Even though it doesn't match, like, it still vibe with my aesthetic. And so when I change this over to the black on black A7 wallet, it flows. But I was planning to use this for my receipts. So I have a place instead of back here, because more than likely back here I will keep my my license. And on Fridays is my dedicated day. If I don't scan my receipts or go over my receipts in my wallet, Friday is my day that I clean up my purse. And yeah, if I just need to grab this and go, or, you know, having a dedicated spot for receipts. But you have the pocket here and you have a pocket here. And I have this in in my planner my larger planners. And I put a little card back there for notes. And just wanted to show you, like, it's a little roomy, So you got different thickness of, they can still fit. As long as it's not something like this. But yeah. I have been enjoying discovering different planner budgeting shop. And Cecily, the way she packed her items, and her shop is very, very reasonable. Just compared to like the more popular, and the quality, oh my goodness. So I'm doing a whole video of that separate because I have a personal planner, a home planner, and my budget planner that I want to share with you guys. But I was in love. Like, for real, I did not want to open the package. Moving right along, we're going to go into the month ahead binder. I'm sorry, I've been calling it month ahead for so long, but it's the bill binder. I am a month ahead, so we just going to go with bill binder. This year, I'm not focusing on getting a month ahead. So the black on black, and this is one I definitely kind of preset up. This came from Cecily. And it may be Cecily, but Cecily sounds right. So it was a 2-pack, and I still have this tiny one I can use. This came from Made Paper Co. Got a couple items from there. And don't mind the bin. Accidentally, I just had like placed it in the binder, closed it, and the ring put a bend in it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm still going to use it. This came from Jasmine's wallet. Jasmine's wallet as well. And here are the envelopes I created for this binder. And of course, you know, savings with grace. Bills are old news. We know that. And so that was the thing for me. Old news is written, it's on the wall. They are here. Like, life is bills. At first I wanted to do columns, but I felt like it was too much. So I just got some vellum that has some kind of script writing. I have no idea what to say, what language, but it worked. So first up, we have Amazon, Canva, and these two, I am a year ahead, so I'm saving this year for 2027. Charity, month ahead is here. Meat sweats are added in here. It was in my home and auto, but this is our 3-month haul. So I put it in here in bills. So that's what we got going on as far as old news. And I wanted to add one of these, but I really did love this. So I'm going between gratitude and resilience, because even though bills are a part of life, if you have a gratitude attitude about it, me coming across this budget community has been helped me with my gratitude attitude. So many ideas I've gotten since being in my cash wallet or in my budget. So this I got from Luxe Designs, and I didn't like how it looked in any binder, just here. I don't know, it was maybe the layering that I have, it doesn't work for me. So I was like, you know what, let me just put this back here. So I have that there. And resilience, I know a lot of us, life be lifing, and makes you want to throw in a towel, or you got to keep hitting reset every time. But you stay resilient. Definition listed here is the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness, the ability to bounce back from challenges, setbacks, and adversity with strength and grace. I feel like I want this here to remind somebody when I open this binder. But this budgeting has shifted, made sure I have an attitude of gratitude when it comes to finances. So it's going as a binder. I don't know which one, but it'll be in one. And now I got to figure out, can I do this? How'd that look? No, it needs to be on top. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. You guys will see my decor. I don't want to do too much. Like, I feel like over here I can put something. I feel like it's kind of naked, but I wanted to put a pen in here. But I'm like, girl, the pen would definitely be here for decoration. Because I don't write anything in these planners or binders. So, and I'm just checking so I don't get another crease in here. Because I can always use this at a later date in another binder if I change my mind. Okay, so for now, we'll leave this, and I'm debating. Should I do this? I like that chunkiness. I love this big, chunky. You can still see it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this. Actually, I don't even think I have anything to roll over in this binder. Oh, I do meat sweats. And I need to pull that from my home and auto. All right, so that's the only envelope. Everything else has been fully funded to start the year. So the next binder we'll go into is what I consider my forever binder. And this brown came from the Extended Dollar. And kind of put some things in here. Let's tear this off. And so I do shop and love cloth and paper. So this dashboard came from Cloth and Paper. This vinyl 3-pocket card holder came from Amazon. This is something I saw at May Paper Co. And I wanted to add that. I had it on my desk last year. This from Sesave. I forget the name of the company, but I was testing out their quality. It's basically, I have a word that I'm building my budget planner around, and it's emerge. That was my word of the year last year. This year is move. And basically, I kind of have acronyms for each letter of the word. And emerge, move, explore, realign, grace, and execute. Those to me are like, it's my being, like how I live my life. You got to keep moving. No matter what hits you, what life throws at you, you have to move. You have to keep making progress. And so however the word move, whatever it means to you when you think of it, that's what you need to be doing. Because if you stagnate in anything, yeah, complacency is usually has some kind of negative response or result. So moving and across life, in some way, you got to move. You got to pivot. You got to switch up something. You got to move different. So this is a envelope I created to go in here. And again, in case I don't remember if I said it, but this is my favorite binder. So the envelopes in this binder, they will always be, if I had to cancel all the other binders, these I will continue to stuff. And so this was one that I needed to be in here along with healthcare, which I do not see. Okay, I'm not sure what I did with it. I could have used it to measure in another binder, so maybe throughout this video it'll pop up. These tab dividers envelopes came from TH Cohen Designs, and my forever envelopes include the Savior, which is the emergency fund. Every year I try to save $1,000 to add to my emergency fund or rainy day. But the new income of that year, I'm saving $1,000 of that to go to a type of an emergency. Then we have the absorber, which is the buffer. You always need a buffer because life will come in and tap into your buffer. So I want to make sure that I am constantly having a place to replenish the buffer or have a buffer. Lemon days is basically my rainy days. And I could have sworn I requested rainy days, But yeah, when I checked my order, nope, I said lemon. But on lemon days, you make lemonade, and that's where rainy day comes in my mindset. So for me, having a rainy day fund is completely separate from emergency, because rainy days for stuff that you know gonna come up, maybe you don't. I like to have my rainy days fund fully funded so it can cover any life, you know, thing that happened with the car or, you know, health or whatever. If this stays fully funded, I always have a place where I can pull from while the others are growing. Yeah. So then we have the remedy, which is sick days. Sick days I like to have on top of healthcare to cover copays if there's a medication or anything, or if you need to actually sick, don't want to cook, don't feel like it, tired of eating whatever you've been eating to feel better, and you need to eat out. Eating out can blow your budget. So last year I set a goal of, no, not last year, 2 years ago I set a goal at $750 for 2025. I did use some of that $750, so I'm basically replenishing what I use, but I think I'm gonna set a new goal and just get it to that number, so I'm constantly adding something. But moving forward, after I set this goal, whatever I spend, that's what I'm replenishing. So I just have something available at all times. This is the other reason why I wasn't focused on month ahead, because we introducing be ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready with one paycheck ahead. So one paycheck ahead, a full paycheck is different from a month ahead, because month ahead, you're just paying for your bills. With this, if you're a paycheck ahead, something happens on your job where you work, you got paid, but something happened, you didn't get the money on payday. You got money you need to come that's supposed to be coming out to cover bills. If you're a paycheck ahead, that's okay. Life goes on. When a paycheck comes, you know, you replenish and keep it moving. And so that's one thing that being intentional and in my budget, I come up with so many different ways and ideas to make sure my budget has my back. This is higher priority than month ahead. It's because I'm already a month ahead. So that's what we have in my forever fund. And I feel like if I can get a month paychecks, one paycheck ahead, but actually a whole entire month of a month's income, that's when I will stop this. But I know it's going to take me some time. So that is why it's here. And because I wanted to keep these planner cards in here to remind myself, Control, Alt, Delete, control yourself, alter your mindset, delete negativity. That's forever in a day. Note-taking, tracking, like it's a must. Once I got good at tracking my expenses and putting it on my schedule or reminding myself by setting an alarm to track my expenses, that was the game changer. That was like, I would have did that without the whole budgeting system, cash stuffing system. I would be digital. But that was like the fix. And then this is just me and my reminder to emerge. So I wanted that to stay in here. And I felt like this was, since this is busy and this dashboard is busy, I felt like that was too much. So it's like I kind of want this to stay like this, but I kind of want something else. And I do have another dashboard on the way. This is the year of the horse. And I found one on, I forget the Etsy shop, but I was like, yeah, that's me. This is me. And has like a half face of a horse. I'm like, that I may put that in here. So we'll see. But I think I want to add, I want to add this in here. This came from the aesthetic dollar. And this came from Jasmine's wallet. So I think I want to add this magnet. Now, I wanted every color she had. There's 3 colors. Like, I think this is like beige. And then there's a blush. But the blush when you think of blush, you think kind of pinky nude, but I swear it looks more beige than blush, at least on camera. So, but she's been out of stock, and she only has, I think, white available. So I'm waiting for the restock so I can get the third one. And oops. Or should I put it like here? I think I'll leave it right here for now. And then it's like it kind of ruins. Yeah, that's too big. That's not gonna work. Yeah. I think I'm gonna make a card here with emerge on the top, or either move. I just wanted to get them set up so I can add more things, but things that I create outside of the couple of things that I have on the way. But yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, okay. We can't see refocus that much, but okay, how about that? We can see the top of it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Next is one of my favorite binders. Oh, it's the setup, and we're gonna get into the home and auto binder. And I'm pulling this out so I can remember to stuff it. I didn't have anything to stuff for my forever binder because it's kind of rinse and repeat. Do what I can do that year, at the end, put it away and start over. I do have, when I find my healthcare envelope, I do have money to add to that. This wallet came from, and I got a few wallets from BeezyThings on Etsy and YouTube. And so I really like the dark kind of look for my home and auto. And she had this dark chocolate. I was like, yes. Because I really didn't want a black binder. But to me, it was like, it's classic, and let's put the bills in a black binder. Well, I did set this one up, and I am so in love, you guys. Let me take this off. And this is something I had for a while, the kind of water dashboard. I got from, I think, Alibaba. And this came from the Curated Budget. I did order a binder from that company. But it has it's a black binder with gold rings. And I really wanted the black on black. This dashboard came from an Etsy shop, Ode to Self. And she's no longer on Etsy. And that's one thing. When I think about Etsy, I think about Marshalls, Ross, those kind of things. Because some things, if you see it and you love it and you feel like you got to have it, you got to get it then. Because I wanted to link every shop I purchased something from. So if you was interested, you got a quick little reference. But she's no longer there. And I'm so glad I purchased it when I did. I printed this last year, like early on last year, in the A7. I got it in A7 and personal. Printed on cardstock and vellum. And then these envelopes, I'm just reusing. This is my first set of envelopes from Train, the TH Code and Designs. And so I'm just reusing them. And so as we flip through, I'm just going to add the cash. That way I don't forget. So, in this binder, my home and auto, the categories really haven't changed. So like the names, like what I call. I just realized one envelope I do need that I don't have that was in, because it's new. I started this last year, is tires. I'm going to add this here in the back and figure out, maybe I'll make a icon for this. But I could just leave it like it is, but I kind of want stuff to kind of be uniform to the binder. But she doesn't make these like this anymore. So I haven't seen any A6 at all, because I was thinking about replacing these, but I'm like, they still good. Like, no, girl, just use them. Well, Secure Auto, which like before was Vehicle Haven, but it's my car insurance. Like, so, I may have changed the names last year, but it's still the same purpose. But that's fully funded for the year, for 2026. So we'll be stuffing for 2027. Car Defense is my car emergency fund. That's empty. Home Defense, the home emergency. Camp is like lawn care, like outside of the house, upkeep. You can even go as far as say air filters as far as the inside. But just those things that you have to keep up with throughout the camp, your house. HOA, fully funded for 2026. Escrow, this is one that I've never used. Get a mortgage, it fluctuates depending on if your escrow increases as far as the taxes, your insurance. And so we saw those fluctuations in my home and auto, because wants to have like a $300-400 buffer, so you can pay that, and we don't have to pay the escrow, the increased escrow as our new mortgage amount. They'll just add it to your monthly mortgage, so that, you know, increase your mortgage payment. Still, like, this is necessary. It's low on my priority of things because Ragnar covers that. It's still like a part of getting a month ahead. Home decor does have something. A lot of these envelopes, once they got fully funded, it went to the bank at the end of the year, or even some throughout the year. The exchange fund, I did save and basically fully funded. This was for exchange of anything home and auto related. But with that, for now, actually I have two options. I could put the exchange fund, the tires in the exchange fund, because you're exchanging tires, old tires for new tires. So look, this worked out. Yeah, and I had no goals for the exchange fund. I think I set the goal to like 1,500. So that's just in the bank. And then utilities buffers, it really should be a month in the bills binder to have a bills buffer, because it's for bills, a bill buffer. But when I thought about it, I'm like, it's household bills, not like when you're just that in the things that fluctuate. So that's what that's for. But you guys, that kind of worked out. And, you know, we got the beautiful bow dashboard from Savings with Grace in white, or I think it's like off-white. And so the light off the dark binder. And then this just was like beautiful. And I was like, I like it like this. I really do. Yeah. This is a focus. This binder is one that I heavily focus on, home and auto. Like if I had to reduce it, my binders down to 2, home and auto would stay, and then my favorite binder. I feel like this simple look is it. Just trying out something, since I have this growth dashboard here. This ain't it. This ain't it. I just like how simple and clean this looks. So I will add something. I may add like a small paper clip here. Something gold. But yeah. So definitely one of my faves. The color and everything inside, how it just came together. Next, we're gonna go into the kids binder. So this is their old binder. And This is where the vellum focus envelope is. And I think I am going to add this in here. This can serve as a reminder to the kids when they open this binder to get their things. I kind of wanted something to go on top, like a frosted dashboard. And I thought I purchased one, but I did not. We're going to just set this up real quick so I can flip through and come back to it and see if I'm going to leave it as is. This is from Jasmine's Wallet. I love a linen texture. I like texture, period. Which is another reason why I love this Saffiano. This is from Aesthetic Dollar. And these envelopes are like 2 years old. And this what was in the kids binders 2024. So I just went back to those because to me, they work. And we got kids payday. So previously, I had the kids' name on their binders as far as when I give them cash to stuff for their challenges. And I basically combined it with kids' payday. And then here, with their names, is for their savings, which they have, over here is Olivia Saves and Zay Saves. So this is just their savings account. And then Noche, our Cane Corso, which I do have money to put in her envelope. Y'all, she is so rough. She is rough. She loves to wrestle. So we all get down with it and wrestle on the floor, roll around. And I don't know if this just her personality or if she's going to grow out of it since she's still a puppy. She's a year old. She's like a year and almost 2 months. No, a year. She's almost a year and 3 months. But that's how she like to play. Like, she'll bring you toys to play with, but the toys get old quick and she want to wrestle. Yeah. So moving on, we have personal care. I put care as the large word in the back. Normally it's personal and the word in the back is whatever's in the front. But I like to have 2 words for their personal. Before it was personal beauty. Beauty, all things personal care. So school aid is their back to school. You know, clothing, shoes, everything to get them started for the next school year. Their birthdays. And I love this font. I love this font, especially in this word. This word and beauty. So I was tempted to do beauty care, but I'm like, no, girl, it's personal. It's not just beauty. But I have an envelope I'm looking for. Okay, so for the kids' birthdays for 2026, I set a goal for $300 each, and we have $300 to start. My first birthday is in April. The second is in June. So I will be stuffing this quite often. The kids ready to have these funds ready for their birthdays. Experiences is for their hobbies. If they're invited somewhere, they have money for hobbies and fun. Seasonal clothing. I end up changing this because I couldn't decide on. I was doing XXX for no school in the back, but I was like, yeah, that's looking like XXX and not the movie with Vin Diesel, not that one. So, but I had 4 X's, but it still screamed to me rated rated X, rated, you know. Did do a no sign, but it wasn't vibing. So I just did seasonal clothing, which no school zone is for, because once they spend from their school days, school aid, once that money is spent, they don't have any cash left for seasons when, you know, it's cold, it's rainy. I want to make sure I'm covered there. And the last one is senior citizens. And this is when they become seniors. We have a fund started for all those senior expenses and events and all of that. And these envelopes I did reduce. And I just want to make sure I got all the cash out real quick. And, oh, whole life. Oh, this goes into the bills binder. So let me take that out. And these envelopes, I may recycle. But definitely this dashboard. You know, another year. Or I could give it to my daughter. She loves butterflies and purple, even though she's moving away from purple. She'd be looking at me sideways when I say something about purple. And I'd be like, what? Your whole life being purple. So excuse me that I didn't catch up to you being more of a neutral girl. But yeah, so that is it for the kids binder. I did order a frosted cover. So I think I'm going to add that here. And I think I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. I definitely have the option, flexibility to change throughout the year. But to start, yes. It's a reminder to the kids, y'all. Don't be busy, be productive, like your mama. One day or day one. Like, everybody can be reminded of that. So kids binder. Let me go ahead and tuck this away into the bills binder. Seeing what we have left. We're going to go into my personal binder. Now, this came from the Aesthetic Dollar. I purchased this like last year, early last year. And I'm trying to use the things that I purchased. I'm still like on the fence if this is going to stay because I don't know. I like to see it in other people's video. But for me, I'm like, I don't know. But it goes with the theme as far as a lot of bows this year. Definitely been on that. So this is like that. I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised with this color. Like, it has speckles of like gray. And I'm not sure if it's listed as gray. But it's like something along those lines. But it's like a light gray, almost white, with the speckles of gray. And this dashboard is kind of smoked. So it has like a gray hue to it. Let me see if I can. It's hard to see on camera, but yeah. So, I haven't planned this out. I thought about, because my wellness I keep in this binder. But I feel like that don't go. But wellness, financial wellness to be exact. I am going to make a planner card or dashboard with financial wellness. Like, but I do have a wellness envelope that I stuff on a regular. About to add these. This is one binder. As far as envelopes, I did not change or make new. I'm just keeping them the same because I rarely use them. And we're just switching them from this binder to the new one. And so, let's see. Let's put them on in. Okay. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way so I can open it. So, now I made this last year when I was doing someone's order and they did the grayish on grayish. Like, I kind of like that. I'm a Gemini and I was supposed to use this for like my birthday, but I never make my birthday a big deal. I never been that person, but I'm just gonna take it out because yeah. But for anyone's new, we will do a quick flip through of these envelopes because every envelope is different. We got wellness, my solo rendezvous. I'm saving up to get away so I can take a break from life and, you know, everyone. Vibes. This is one of my favorites. Planner Vibes and Wellness is one of my favorites in here, as well as Hang Time. I don't know, it's giving psychedelic, zebra, Twilight Zone kind of, but Hang Time. I just like, this is like me to buy whatever, just guilt-free gadgets. I love this one. So they're all my favorite. That's why they made the envelopes. But tech stuff, I do want to get an iPad. I'm not in a rush. I just got a new phone for Christmas. And last year I got a laptop that I can turn into a tablet. But it's definitely large. So I wouldn't take it outside the house to try and use it as a tablet, because it's like, yo, this big old tablet. But I love it. And then fashion. This is the only one I thought about changing because it has color. But for now, I'm gonna leave it. And then I like the fact that I have the bullet points of accessories, clothing, footwear. That's what's in fashion. And then beauty, thinking about changing it too, but I love this envelope. But I may reprint and just make this black. But hair, nails, self-care, skincare, I'm real simple. So a lot of stuff that I coupon for, I use for my beauty products. With the exception of my hair. My hair products, that's a whole nother story. I'm able to buy, not in bulk, my hair routine. I'm able to like spread stuff out to where a good 6, 7, 8 months, I'm good before I need to reorder. But what we will add here is, I think I definitely want to do these two. Discipline. I am very disciplined. And my personal funds from Jasmine's wallet. We're definitely going to add these in here. Okay. So yeah, simple enough. The Hustle and Glow is definitely going in here. Whatever it is, it's not giving. It's not to me right now. And like having more than one of these in here, it's not it either. So I think I'm going to paper clip this as well. I got this from J Lux a couple years ago when I ordered my planner from her. Just to keep the dashboards together. And let me wipe off all these fingerprints. I kind of like that. But I still, this is missing something. Let's add this and see how that looks. Or should I use the magnet? Okay. But yeah, this is a binder. I'm still gonna add stuff. But for now, I can work with that. And then this will probably come out because the goals are different. And yeah, that's kind of bugging me a little bit. I have 2 binders to go. The first is holiday. So these came as a 2-pack. And the main reason I wanted was the red for holiday. Now, I feel like especially on camera, this red is popping. And I love it. But I feel like for my aesthetic, it's a bit too dramatic. And I got this 2 years ago. And I was like, I'm going to use this binder. But I feel like I want that burgundy. Comfort Coins has the one that I want with the black rings. But her shop is closed because she's on maternity leave. But for now, it's going to stay here. I do have a black binder I'm considering to put it in with gold rings. And then I have one I think is more like this stone coming from BeezyThings. So I may change that to my holiday binder. And this right here turned, like this is silver, this is gold. They both was gold when I first got it. So I'm gonna figure out I'm gonna get these off. That bothers me. But anyway, this is a gift card holder that I used this year for my gift cards that I gave out to family. And you guys, this right here has a large pocket in the back. So that was one of the things that I just loved. And the fact that it's like an envelope wallet. I love that. But so for now, as I mentioned, I got quite a few dashboards from Designs. And the Legendary Budget was one. And I was like, I kind of just like how you see the word budget and you see the categories peeping through almost the center. So I was okay with that. And so our holidays, I feel like the red is enough. So the decor, I'm not going too crazy over. Oh, and I had this to add to a binder. And I am going to do that, just not birthdays. I mean, not holidays. And I got some little bow, and I don't even know what this little character is. But, and some pink bows. I think these are stickers as well from Many Other Plans. She's no longer has an Etsy. I've been searching for her. Because she's the one who made these bow tab dividers. But yeah, her shop is no longer. I wanted them in black and or white. But anyway, let me take this out too, because I may recycle this. So we'll go through, check out the envelopes and stuff them as we go along. So birthdays is up first. And we just transferring the cash. I did a present. It's kind of like a spotted present. It's probably hard to see on camera. But it just got the box has some dots on it. And then my Christmas, I just did it in color. And my second fun holiday season. I'm in love with this cursive month. We got gift basket. This is going to be, I wasn't able to stuff it last year. But this is to shop for Christmas gift throughout the year. Because I always like to meet my goal here. And this would be other spending. Or I can use this as my Black Friday as well. So I like to keep that around. Date night I removed from the envelopes and I transferred the funds to my personal binder under hang time. Holidays I end up putting the cash in the bank, so we'll start new. Celebrations, savings, sick days I moved to a different binder. And then we have vacation. On this vacation envelope, I chose like memories with a camera, and it still had the little swigglies. And so what's in the back is from Cesave, and I was planning on doing a 2026 challenge where I'm saving weekly $26. But I like the color, this kind of tannish color in this binder. Let me put this in the front and see. But like, as I mentioned, more than likely this binder will not stay. But I do like how it pairs. So I'm gonna take 2026 out, and yeah, we'll leave it for like this for now. We'll just keep moving. Next binder. Actually, there's two. I have two savings binders. They're both from the Aesthetic Dollar. I know I said I liked how plain this was, but now that I have this, I just want to see how it looks. I feel like I like that right here. Okay, yeah. And then you think about water and pearls come from the ocean. Okay. So, my two binders of savings challenges. So, this is Luxe Designs and that self-love dashboard that I got from Planning with Kay. Is perfectly the size of this finance, so that's why I went here. And I got the brown bows from Savings with Grace. And then here, I got this years ago, like 3 years ago, from Minimalistic Budget. So this is my first purchase from her. And you just have things like from nature from every month. I have no idea how much this challenge covers or saves, but I was like, you know what? I want to use it. Nope. Yeah, I think this is set. Second binder. Okay. Got a year in a glance from Point Hun. Tuck that off to the back. And these I got from Luxe Designs. And I just added them here to see how I like it. My plan was, this is from AliExpress, Alibaba, whichever one. Jasmine Wallet and Cesave. They basically match these. I don't think there's a calendar on the back because these are just dashboards. Yeah, so you can write notes on the back. So my plan was, on using tab dividers. I was going to use this as the tab. But I used the no tab dividers for my daughter's binder. And so this is my yearly challenge. And I got dashboards. So we flip through every month. And yeah. And so that's kind of why I just had those up front. I didn't add them because I was still debating if I was going to, and there's the rest, if I was going to switch them out, because I really want to use this because it sits up just perfectly to serve as tabs. So I may switch that out and use this for something else, like going to be my major challenge binder. And then the 2026, I have to finish. I printed the envelope that I'm going to have to go along with this. And this came from Envelope handcrafted off Etsy. for the 2026 version. I just really love the scenery. And I was inspired by that. So the envelope, it doesn't match, but it coordinates. And I have a nail challenge from, I cannot think of her name, Budget by the Bag, that I got many, many years ago for me and my daughter. And I'm going to do this next year as well. And these are the challenges that I need to add from 2025. We have Sprouted, and I was planning on making dashboards for the envelopes I end up getting with no tab. So that's still a thing for me to, I'm trying not to buy nothing else. That's the issue. But basically to replace the paper envelope, I'll be using that. And then Sprouted, I had already created as envelope, but I wanted to change the color. This is more of the grayish, and this is tan. But I was going to do different colors, but I may just do gray. I'm not sure yet. But we'll go ahead and pop this in here. Ow. And yeah, so that does it. This was not used. But I may hole punch this for my habit planner. And kind of use it as a mark. And I do have other planners I can use this in. And I will. Okay, and the last thing, one, I forgot about, and two, I was just showing you guys. I don't know if anyone's had this combo from Savings with Grace, but just want to show you guys in case you was interested. But I got this, but I think all of my binders except one has a dashboard, but I don't like how it plays off the gray. So, again, I can switch it out. I may get bored or something else, and I have this to add. And then I got the gold Christmas trees to go in this holiday binder, which I forgot about. And the fact that this may be changing, I don't know, but it may persuade me to keep it. Let me see. Yeah. And I did not come across my healthcare envelope, so I had to find it. I'm like, girl, what did you do with it? So I don't know. Like, you guys see how this is longer than the binder. Or maybe it's flush with it. Maybe it's flush. But looking at it, once it's open, it looks like it's longer than a binder. But that's just one of the things. But what you can do with Savings with Grace dashboards, if you flip it, you get a different texture. I think this is the back side. Because you kind of see where things are kind of meshed together. But you can always flip it so you don't have the overhang at the bottom. And it's just reversing at the top. But I definitely like it better the other way. So yeah, that's what I had planned for my holiday binder. I feel like I got a good use of the products that are new or that I've had and just not sharing. And then I got my black cash tray from Savings with Grace as well for 2026. That's pretty much my lineup, my setup. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Stay tuned for my goals and my planner setup. I'm trying to do that all in one, but I'm trying to do a much shorter video because I know this one is long. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna put this up. Everything meshed together. Yes, thanks for tuning in, and I will chat with you in the next one. Bye, you guys.